Title: The Enchanted Bakery. Once upon a time, in a charming village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there was a quaint bakery known as the Enchanted Oven. This bakery was famous not just for its delicious pastries and bread, but also for the magical quality of its treats. The secret ingredient was a sprinkle of enchantment from the bakery's owner, a kind old woman named Mrs. Nutmeg. Mrs. Nutmeg was known for her generous heart and warm smile. She made sure that every loaf of bread and every pie she baked was infused with a little bit of magic. The villagers loved her treats, which were said to bring good luck, happiness, and sometimes even solve problems. One sunny morning, a young girl named Lily visited the enchanted oven with a heavy heart. Lily had recently lost her beloved pet cat, Whiskers, who had gone missing a few days earlier. She hoped that a magical treat might bring Whiskers back to her. Mrs. Nutmeg welcomed Lily with a gentle hug. "How can I help you today, dear?" she asked. Lily explained her sorrow, and Mrs. Nutmeg's eyes twinkled with understanding. Magic can sometimes help, but it works best when combined with a pure heart. "I will make a special pastry for you, one that has the power to bring comfort and hope." Mrs. Nutmeg went to work, mixing flour and sugar with a touch of enchanted spice. As she kneaded the dough, she whispered a heartfelt wish for Lily and her missing cat. She shaped the dough into a delicate star and baked it to golden perfection. When the pastry was ready, Mrs. Nutmeg handed it to Lily with a warm smile. "Eat this with hope in your heart." Magic can be subtle, but it always has a way of working in unexpected ways. Lily thanked Mrs. Nutmeg and took the pastry home. As she ate it, she felt a comforting warmth spread through her, and a glimmer of hope brightened her spirit. She decided to search for Whiskers one more time, this time with renewed determination. As Lily wandered through the village, she came across an old, abandoned house on the edge of the forest. She had never noticed it before. Following her intuition, Lily peered inside and saw a faint glow coming from the basement. Curious, she carefully entered the house and descended into the basement. There, amidst cobwebs and dust, Lily found a cozy nook where Whiskers was curled up, looking content but very hungry. It seemed that Whiskers had found a safe, warm spot but couldn't find his way home. Lily scooped up Whiskers and hugged him tightly, tears of joy streaming down her face. She noticed a small, ornate box nearby and, on a whim, decided to open it. Inside, she found a tiny note that read, "Asterisk, to those who find this, remember that magic often leads to unexpected places. Follow your heart, and you will find what you seek." Asterisk. Realizing that the note was a part of the magic from the pastry, Lily felt grateful for the unexpected discovery. She brought Whiskers home, where the two were joyfully reunited. That evening, Lily returned to the enchanted oven to thank Mrs. Nutmeg for her help. Mrs. Nutmeg welcomed Lily and Whiskers with a warm embrace. "I'm glad you found Whiskers. Sometimes, magic works in mysterious ways to guide us to what we need." Lily smiled and handed Mrs. Nutmeg a bouquet of wildflowers she had picked on her journey. "Thank you for believing in magic and for helping me find my way." Mrs. Nutmeg's eyes sparkled with happiness. "Remember, dear, magic isn't just about spells and enchantments. It's also about kindness, hope, and following your heart." From that day on, Lily's home was filled with joy and laughter, and the enchanted oven continued to be a place where magic and kindness intertwined. The village thrived with the warmth of Mrs. Nutmeg's pastries and the hope that magic could always be found in the smallest acts of love. And so, the village lived happily ever after, forever touched by the magic of an enchanted bakery and the heartwarming tale of a girl and her beloved pet. The end.